If you know me, if you follow me in any of my social media platforms, you know that if there's one skill I come back to again and again and again, it's the power of pause. My name is Lisa Lacroix. I'm a speaking skills and communication skills coach. And I know from working with people of all ages, for stage, for business, for social media, and in personal relationships for the past 20 years, that if you're looking to build your brand, make an impact as a thought leader or an educator, or if you just want to improve your relationships, you need strong communication skills. That is why every Monday I share tips and teachings on speaking skills and all things communications related. So if you are here for the other grab bag topics like artful aging or ADHD and sexuality and intimacy, or you want to follow my nomadic life and who knows what else, you will have to come back another day or subscribe to the channel. Today, I want to share with you one of the most powerful tools in public speaking and in communication in general, and that is the power of pause. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you are listening to a speaker in a regular conversation or in a presentation, and while the words are just washing over you, the meaning isn't sticking? This is a common experience, certainly for me, especially for those of us with ADHD, but for everyday people too, for two reasons: how we listen and how we speak. Yes, our attention spans are short. And if the audience isn't given time to digest what we're saying, our message can get lost. But as a speaker, we have so much power and so much impact and so much ability to gift our audience with our message. And the more we use pause, the more effectively we can do that. Here's why pause is so important, how it works, and some of the benefits. When we pause, we have the ability to connect more deeply with ourselves. Pausing and the breath that we have time to take when we do so helps us to regulate our nervous system. It helps us to calm down. Just like when we take a breath while meditating, we can find ourselves dropped more into our center. So it gives us the ability to experience the pleasure and the joy of sharing our message, as well as to come from an authentic place and to bring our presence to what we're saying. Imagine you were a runner sprinting without ever taking a breath. That runner is going to burn out so quickly, and the same goes for speaking. So pausing allows you to catch your breath and to reset. Pausing also allows us to connect with our audience. If we can take the focus off ourselves when we're speaking, we'll be so much more relaxed and less nervous. But what do we put our attention on in that case? Two things. The first is our audience. Pauses give us a chance to connect in a meaningful way with the person or people we are speaking to. It gives us a chance to create eye contact with another person or to smile at the audience. When we let them watch us discover what we're going to say next, we create more trust. We build relationship. The other thing we want to be focusing on, if we're not putting our attention on ourselves, is our message. Attention on what it is we're saying and why we care about it and why we want people to know about it. If we are in service to the message and the impact that it can have, then when we take a pause, it gives us time to think about what we want to say next. It gives us time to connect with the essence of our story. It also helps us minimize filler words like you know, and like. It's like organizing a cluttered room with so many ideas, if you're like me. And then suddenly everything has a place and a purpose. So many people tell me they think they need to slow down, or they've been told they need to slow down in their speaking. But the truth is, you don't need to slow down. It is not the way we naturally speak. What you do need to do is articulate as you're speaking at your natural speed and pause. Because when we pause, we naturally parse our message into parts that can be understood. And as a result, we effectively slow down our speech without
being kind of strange.
We don't want to slow down our message. Speak normally with articulation and pause. When we pause, we give our audience a chance to better comprehend what we are saying. It gives our audience time to digest and to integrate the message into their way of thinking. If you think of what you're saying, you think of your speech as a delicious meal, you don't want to be shoving it down your audience's throat without pause. No, the audience needs time to savor each bite, not just gulp it down. And finally, one of the most powerful things that getting good at pause will give you is greater authority, the communication of confidence, and an impression that you are highly competent. When you pause, you are commanding the room. Sometimes people can be a little afraid of pause because it does give that kind of power. But I suggest that if you get just a little better at pausing, if you get just a little more comfortable with taking up that space and commanding the room in that way, you will start to fall in love with the clarity and the confidence that it gives you. Let me give you an experience of what I mean. I'm going to read a short paragraph twice, and the first time I won't pause at all, but the second time I'll add some deliberate pauses, and I want you to notice the difference. I'm going to read from this book called The Masculine in Relationship, which is written by my friend G.S. Youngblood, who I'm hoping to have on the Wednesday Lisa Lacroix Show interview segment. He's an amazing men's coach and a relational expert. First time through, no pauses. At its core, this book is about how masculine power can successfully coexist with the strong feminine. It lays out a model of masculine groundedness that you can manifest in your relationship with a strong and capable woman. Such a woman doesn't settle for mediocre. She needs you to consistently follow through on your word, have purpose in life, remain grounded in the face of her intense emotion, make her feel safe, and provide leadership in the relationship. I was even adding a few pauses there. And even though I was adding some tonality shifts and some dynamic range of the way I'm using my voice, it could be so much better if I used pause to connect with myself, connect with my audience, connect with my message, slow things down, and take up space. Here we go. At its core, this is a book about how masculine power can successfully coexist with the strong feminine. It lays out a model of masculine groundedness that you can manifest in your relationship with a strong and capable woman. Such a woman doesn't settle for mediocre. She needs you to consistently follow through on your word, have purpose in life, remain grounded in the face of her intense emotion, make her feel safe, and provide leadership in the relationship. So even though I was exaggerating that a little bit, my guess is that you were able to better comprehend the meaning of this message, and that I probably had your attention at least a little bit more. I would love to hear your experience about pausing. Is pausing difficult for you? What are your concerns about it? Or if you've already practiced adding more pause to the way that you communicate, what kind of differences are you noticing? And if you need a little bit more inspiration, have you ever been in a conversation where you couldn't get a word in edgewise, where the person just keeps on speaking like they're on a train, where it feels like you're in a verbal dodgeball game? Well, pausing isn't just for public speaking. It is for everyday conversations too. And it's like playing a game of catch instead of dodgeball. By incorporating pauses into your speech, your audience will better understand and connect with your message. with that message that you know can make a difference in building your business or changing the world. It's going to help you regulate your nervous system so that you can be more authentic and more present. It's going to allow you to put your attention on delivering your message and the essence of it in a clear way, while you also create a genuine connection with your audience so that they feel like you're paying attention to them and like they matter. It's going to help you have a natural pacing, a little bit more like the way we naturally speak, while also enhancing the comprehension of your message. But most importantly, if you get comfortable with pause, you will project more authority and competence and confidence when you share your message in every situation. So remember, speaking allows us to form connections. It allows us to impact other people and make a difference so we can create change. Please embrace your energy and passion and tell your stories, and let pause do its work. Let pause enhance your communication. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, because it's how we reach more people, and you'll get more speaking skills and communication tips every Monday.